Nigeria is a land of abundance, rich soil, vibrant cities, and a people full of energy and ideas. But are we truly harnessing our resources to build the Nigeria we dream of? Are we turning our blessings into opportunities for every citizen? Welcome to the A.R.E Concept. Agriculture, real estate, and export. This is a blueprint for nation building and economic transformation. One concept, three pillars, endless possibilities for every Nigerian. Let's start with agriculture. Food is power. When we grow what we eat and export the rest, we control our destiny. Imagine every community with thriving farms, cassava, rice, yams, vegetables, and fish ponds. Agriculture is about innovation and value chains. Young people use agri-tech apps, farmers learn new techniques, and cooperatives process local produce. If you have a backyard, start a garden. If you have land, join a cooperative. Together we can feed ourselves and the world. Now, real estate. Land never depreciates. Investing in land and property means securing our future. Every Nigerian should understand real estate, whether buying a plot, building a home, or developing affordable housing. Communities can pool resources, youths can learn construction skills, and artisans can create building materials. By investing in land, we build lasting wealth. And export. Nigeria has what the world wants: ginger, shea butter, palm oil, crafts, tech, and more. Export is how we take our hustle global. Small businesses can export crafts or food. Tech entrepreneurs can build apps for global markets. Export is for everyone with a dream and a product. Let's make Made in Nigeria a global brand. The A.R.E Concept is a working solution. A strategy to make every Nigerian, from students to entrepreneurs, builders of the nation. Start a small farm, invest in land, learn a skill, or join a cooperative. Together we can create jobs, build wealth, and transform Nigeria. Inspirational, confident tone. The future of Nigeria is in our hands. Join us. Let's build Nigeria's future. Together. The A.R.E Concept is for you, for me, for all of us. Let's make history. One idea, one action, one community at a time. Nigeria is a land of abundance, rich soil, vibrant cities, and a people full of energy and ideas. But are we truly harnessing our resources to build the Nigeria we dream of? Are we turning our blessings into opportunities for every citizen? Welcome to the A.R.E Concept. Agriculture, real estate, and export. This is a blueprint for nation building and economic transformation. One concept, three pillars, endless possibilities for every Nigerian. Let's start with agriculture. Food is power. When we grow what we eat and export the rest, we control our destiny. Imagine every community with thriving farms, cassava, rice, yams, vegetables, and fish ponds. Agriculture is about innovation and value chains. Young people use agri-tech apps, farmers learn new techniques, and cooperatives process local produce. If you have a backyard, start a garden. If you have land, join a cooperative. Together we can feed ourselves and the world. Now, real estate. Land never depreciates. Investing in land and property means securing our future. Every Nigerian should understand real estate, whether buying a plot, building a home, or developing affordable housing. Communities can pool resources, youths can learn construction skills, and artisans can create building materials. By investing in land, we build lasting wealth. And export. Nigeria has what the world wants: ginger, shea butter, palm oil, crafts, tech, and more. Export is how we take our hustle global. Small businesses can export crafts or food. Tech entrepreneurs can build apps for global markets. Export is for everyone with a dream and a product. Let's make Made in Nigeria a global brand. The A.R.E Concept is a working solution. A strategy to make every Nigerian, from students to entrepreneurs, builders of the nation. Start a small farm, invest in land, learn a skill, or join a cooperative. Together we can create jobs, build wealth, and transform Nigeria. Inspirational, confident tone. The future of Nigeria is in our hands. Join us. Let's build Nigeria's future. Together. The A.R.E Concept is for you, for me, for all of us. Let's make history. One idea, one action, one community at a time. Nigeria is a land of abundance, rich soil, vibrant cities, and a people full of energy and ideas. But are we truly harnessing our resources to build the Nigeria we dream of? Are we turning our blessings into opportunities for every citizen? Welcome to the A.R.E Concept. Agriculture, real estate, and export. This is a blueprint for nation building and economic transformation. One concept, three pillars, endless possibilities for every Nigerian. Let's start with agriculture. Food is power. When we grow what we eat and export the rest, we control our destiny. Imagine every community with thriving farms, cassava, rice, yams, vegetables, and fish ponds. Agriculture is about innovation and value chains. Young people use agri-tech apps, farmers learn new techniques, and cooperatives process local produce. If you have a backyard, start a garden. If you have land, join a cooperative. Together, we can feed ourselves and the world. Now, real estate. Land never depreciates. Investing in land and property means securing our future. Every Nigerian should understand real estate, whether buying a plot, building a home, or developing affordable housing. Communities can pool resources, youths can learn construction skills, and artisans can create building materials. By investing in land, we build lasting wealth. And export. Nigeria has what the world wants: ginger, shea butter, palm oil, crafts, tech, and more. Export is how we take our hustle global. Small businesses can export crafts or food. Tech entrepreneurs can build apps for global markets. Export is for everyone with a dream and a product. Let's make Made in Nigeria a global brand. The A.R.E Concept is a working solution, a strategy to make every Nigerian, from students to entrepreneurs, builders of the nation. Start a small farm, invest in land, learn a skill, or join a cooperative. Together we can create jobs, build wealth, and transform Nigeria. Inspirational, confident tone. The future of Nigeria is in our hands. Join us. Let's build Nigeria's future. Together. The A.R.E Concept is for you, for me, for all of us. Let's make history. One idea, one action, one community at a time.
Yeah, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from everywhere you are listening to me. My name is Dr. Seyi Makinde. I'm the 001 A.R.E Concept of the Global Clusters, and I am glad and very excited to be here with you this afternoon. And I want to use this medium to recognize the global president in the person of Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, and all other people that have been making this program to be a success, from Mr. Tennessee, Seyi Odusadon, and so on and so forth, and all our viewers. I greet you all. Today, we are going to be considering other things. But before I move on, I would like to uh, know if you are here today or you are watching this program, if you have registered for the A.R.E certificate training. If you have registered for the A.R.E certificate training. The certificate training is a training that if you want to go and do it outside, maybe with a private firm, or it's not because of the global clusters, I know how much it will cost and how much you're going to pay. But just because of courtesy of the global president and the global clusters, we have brought this training to you free of charge. We brought it to you free of charge. And I wouldn't want you to miss this opportunity. And it's also an opportunity to uh, learn, to relearn, and to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn. So it's an opportunity. If you learn a skill, you learn uh, a trade, you learn a business process, you are on your way to success. And I want to assure you that you will get more knowledge, capacity building as far as the A.R.E, Agri, Real Estate, and Export is concerned. So therefore, today what we'll be considering is we'll be considering the uh, crop called maize. Maize. They call it maize, they call it corn. I think British call it maize and America call it corn. So what we are after is getting the knowledge that it involves to, having that at your disposal. Now, let me tell you that when you talk about corn, corn plantation, corn planting, and corn farming, it's a kind of farming that is always profitable, very, very profitable. And the reason I would prove it to you, to tell you that it is profitable, is a crop that has market potential both locally and internationally. It has market potential both locally and internationally. Let me tell you, locally, that crop has potential for feeding the nation, feeding the nation. Let me tell you, if you look at some foodstuff like um, the corn, you look at when you eat raw corn, maybe roasted corn, or you are eating, you are eating, sorry. Let me see. Let's end this. Sorry, let me set my, I need to reduce the noise. Okay, so let's move on. So the truth of the matter is this, when it comes to corn plantation farming, one of the things that makes it to be much more profitable is that it is a food crop. Food crop in the sense that it is a crop that has the potential to feed the nation. You look at, you make um, uh, pap from corn. You can also make all these local food that they eat in the north, like tuwo, from the corn. You can also make all these things like, there are some people that say you can do a version of semo from the corn. So if you look at it, it has a lot of byproducts. If you are into corn plantation, it has a lot of byproducts. Now, some of the other byproducts that are for human use is starch. You can make starch from corn. Then there are some new discoveries now that you can make ethanol from corn. Those are the industrial use of corn. They are the industrial use that you can make from having a corn. Then another thing is, you can also use corn. You can also use corn as what? For animal feed. Animal feed. You can also use corn for animal feed. Now, like, if you are into animal production, you discover that you need more of corn to produce your animal feed. It's very, very important that we understand that corn has a lot of byproducts, and those byproducts is very, very useful for human consumption and usage. If you look at corn, corn has a lot of export potential. It has export potential. Countries like Netherlands, China, Indonesia, they export Nigerian corn. There are some countries that what they do is that the only thing they produce and they export, and that made their country to be very great, is maize plantation. That's what made their country to be very, very great. Now, let's ask ourselves, how do we know that if you plant your corn, your maize, how do you know that there is market for it? Let me tell you, the global market value of corn is $1.2 billion. $1.2 billion. Go and check the Bank uh, World Bank statistics. Go and check the World Bank statistics. You will discover that, or you check the United Nations, the UNDP statistics, you will discover that corn has $1.2 billion world or global market potential. And we are yet to tap into this. There is still gap that is making people, that will make people rich. Also in Nigeria, our metric ton that we need yearly to as far as corn or maize is concerned is 1.2 million metric tons. But currently, we are operating at 900,000 metric tons. That's locally. We are not yet talking of internationally, exporting it to international market. So corn production, like I said that as far as um, corn production is concerned, I made a mention of it, that if you start a corn farm, how long does it grow? Is one of the short-term crop that you can plant and you can make your money within 90 to 120 days. And because you can make your money between 90 to 120 days, that means you can, if you have a very good irrigation system under a very, very good management, you can have a all year round planting. Like on our own farm, what we do is that we make irrigation that will make the cultivation and planting and management to be possible all year round by providing irrigation system, reliable irrigation system. And one of the fears of people that we have come to realize is that we discover that people, they are afraid of the environment that they are planting on. Let me tell you, I was on a presentation, a live program on a TV station in Lagos, MITV, yesterday morning. While I was there, one of the questions that one of the participants asked is how do we manage all these herders and terrorists? The only question I said is that Nigeria can be classified into different sections. And people that live in a particular environment, they know how to manage their environment very, very well. As far as we are concerned, we are in the West here and we have 411 acres of land that we are cultivating. And we work with security agents using our position to make sure that our workers are secure, and at the same time, we engage in community, we do community engagement. We engage the Seriki of the Fulani, we talk to them, we form a kind of collaboration and we do a kind of orientation, and we ask their ogas to give orientation to their boys. So we were able to do engagement. And the truth of the matter is that, some areas are much more an hotspot than the other. You can't compare the danger in the north to the danger in the west. Like in the west here, in Ogun State, we have a plan of cultivating up to 10,000 10,000 acres of land, because we want to create food, we want to make sure that there is food security and we feed the nation. And at the same time, we want to export to earn foreign exchange. We want to create job to the youth, because an idle hand is a devil's workshop. When you engage the youth, you discover that the youth will not be distracted into terrorism, into cultism. They will believe that there is dignity in labor. So this thing is a national advocacy, is for nation building, and to make sure that our people are earning money. We create business opportunities for people. So I will encourage you today to go into maize corn farming. We have a package we call outgrower scheme. Now, what is this outgrower scheme about? This outgrower scheme is a scheme of using your farm as a backup to our own farm. There was an international body that came to Nigeria to set up their uh, storage center in Nigeria. And what did they tell us? They said, can we be supplying them up to um, up to uh, uh, 50 metric tons monthly. 50 metric tons monthly. And I am telling you that it's a whole big supply. Even we are not sure we can meet up with that supply. And that's the reason we have been calling you to come. Let us do this farming together. Let us do this farming together. This farming of a thing is lucrative. You don't need to, if you come on our farm, you don't need to have knowledge of farming. We have professional farmers that will undo your planting. We have professional farmers. Number two is that we have arable lands that you can buy. We have arable lands that you can buy. Then number three is that most of those products are exportable. You don't need to look for export license. We are going to use our company export license to help you to export your products. And another very, very um, uh, benefit that you can gain is that you are buying a genuine land. You are buying land that is free of encumbrance. And that's the reason on the global clusters, we are done our due diligence to make sure that our people, our participants are secure. Once you buy your land, you get your deed of assignment, you get your receipt and a provisional survey, and you can still go ahead and register your survey and do your C of O and do your C of O. So it's a very, very great opportunity for you, and you have to take advantage of this, because this kind of opportunities don't stay forever. And if you have a farm where you are planting maize or corn, you can always get in touch with us. We can do aggregation. We can do aggregation, and we're going to plan and work with you to do aggregation to make sure you get an higher return on your investment. You make sure you get an higher return on investment. Then another very, very great benefit that you can get is that you can get the benefit of having access to market, having access to a lucrative market, having access to a lucrative market. You know, one of the fear of farmers is that post-harvest wastage. That's one of the fears of farmers post harvest wastage, and based on this post harvest wastage, they end up they end up um um not being able to preserve the corn. They end up not being able to preserve the corn. And because of this wastage, a lot of farmers are always afraid to do large scale farming. They believe that if they do large scale farming, how are they going to sell it off? The market is available. The market is available. So therefore, so therefore, it is necessary for you to have that confidence that certainly you will be able to make profit from your investment. Now, I always say this, and I want you to know as I say it, that if you are serious to go into farming business, the advisable acres that you can buy is 1 hectare. 1 hectare. So if you are with us and you have bought 1 acre, I will encourage you to still up your game. I will encourage you to up your game and join by buying additional acres. Join by buying additional acres. And I want to assure you that there will be a very, very high return on your investment. So when it comes to corn farming is a farming that demand has always exceeded supply. And if you want to plant, if you don't have solid irrigation, the best time to plant is between April and June. Is between April and June. That means if you plant between April and June, within October, November, December, you would be able to reap your harvest your corn. And the truth of the matter is, if you have a very solid irrigation system, you can always uh, you can always uh, do your planting year in year out. That's like 3 times to 4 times a year. Now let us look at the cost analysis. What are the things that you need to consider as the cost of setting up a 1 hectare of maize? The first thing you need to first of all consider is the clearing of the land preparation, clearing of the land and making those small small ridges. Clearing of the land, number one. Number two is that you are expected to also consider getting insecticide, getting herbicides to control the weed. Then number three, you need to get the seedlings. You need to get the seedlings. Then you need to consider the cost of workmanship of those people that would clear, those people that would plant, those people that will apply herbicide and insecticide. Then you now look at those people that will help you to harvest the maize. Now there are a lot of ways that you can use. When you harvest the maize, there are sometimes that people look at it that you need to remove the grain of the maize. There are machines now that are available that you can use to remove the grains from the maize. You can remove the grain, then you can either sun dry it or you get a dryer to dry it. When you get a dryer to dry it, you can always reduce the water moisture content by 13%. Remove the water moisture content. You see, there is something in export that is called export contract. Inside the export contract, there are usually specifications. Now, what is this specification about? One of the things that will be in the specification is the water content, that's the moisture content. in the agric product, the moisture content. Then another thing is chemical residues like the herbicides, the pesticides. If you don't know how to apply the pesticides, the herbicides, you will discover that you will have a very high chemical residues. And the way the whole thing, when it comes to export, the way it is done in export is that all these things will be tested: the water content, the moisture content, the chemical residues, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, you discover that if you don't meet up with this specification, you might find it difficult to convince your buyer to pay your balance. And that is just the truth. So let's go into corn plantation together. If you don't have a land, you can get a land with us. Every 4 months, every 3 months, you can always get a return on your agric investment. There are three opportunities you have here. You have the opportunity to buy the land, you own the land. Then the second opportunity is, as the land is appreciating, the crop you plant on the land also will also be appreciating. You'll be making money from it. Then thirdly is the export potential. The export potential. So I am going to stop here and I am going to take submission from people. If you have submission, please just type your name in the chat box so that we know who to call. Type your name in the chat box so that I will give you the opportunity to make your submission. Madam T, I can see you are online. I can see you are online. Can you make a submission?
All right. Thank you, Dr. Seyi Makinde.
You're welcome,
Well,
my global president.
yeah. Well done for all you do. Um, my PA
It's a
will
pleasure.
do our own submission after I speak. Um,
Okay.
I want to welcome everyone to today's A.R.E concept of the global clusters. It's something that I want everybody to know that this is not just um, another form of just ordinary and investment. It's actually a movement. And the idea is that, okay, he said she cannot speak for now, that she will type her submission. So just note that Madam T cannot speak where she is for now. So now, the the idea of the A.R.E concept, people need to understand it vividly. This is a movement, to solve our own problem, a movement that let us understand that we are the solution. And how are we the solution? For instance, when we discuss about food and we said we are hungry, ebi ń pa wá. Now, for us to quench the hunger, we need to engage in farming. This is a movement that everybody listening, or the people that will listen to this meeting later on, buy a farmland for yourself, for your parents, for your children, for everybody around you. Use a farmland as a form of empowerment for people. Engage in farming. I was in an event, the first lady of Ogun State, in her compound, she engaged in farming in her own compound. Do you understand? What we are saying, apart from the fact that the global clusters has made available about 400 acres of land for farm and even more, we have more, but the one that we have released for the farm for now is about 400 acres. Is that we are saying that everybody engage. We are ready to give you the right support to say engage in A.R.E, engage in, even if you want to pick the agriculture or you want to pick the export, you want to pick this, engage in something. Every youth engage. See it, you can do it as a major gig or a side gig. That is the advocacy. And that is why the global cluster is championing this revolution. And because it's something that we're championing, you can see it's just the first year of the global cluster. That was why we too we engage in it. We will not tell you to do what we are not doing. Do you have a farmland in your village that that we want to make sure that the youth in your community engage in farming? If you have the money to buy, want to engage other you that does not have money, they plan something, you guys share the proceed so that we can empower each other. No one will fix our father's land for us. Project A.R.E is an integral part of nation building. It's a movement. It's something that when you meet your friends, when you meet your acquaintance, tell them, do you own a farm? Can you just buy a farmland for your child? Let everyone engage in farming. You will discover that we will not get hungry again. In the olden days, almost 90% of people in every nation are engaged in farming. Until oil started coming in, so many things are distracting us. Tech was distracting us, so many things. But now we are now eating junks and we are dying faster. Another reason why we need to engage in farming is because when you engage in farming, when you eat fresh meal, it has been proven. People used to live for 700 years, 500 years. We see it in the scriptures. We see it in old books. Some people live 200 years, 300 years. Why? Because they eat directly from the farm. They eat directly from the farm. It's not the things that they pick from the farm and they've capsuled it, they put so many chemicals in it, and that is what we swallow as drug. Let your food be your medicine. Engage in farming. Design something and put Project A.R.E there. Let it be a banner. Let it be when you wake up, see Project A.R.E. I need to farm something. I need to do this. Farm ginger, farm konofuru, farm different kind of things. Herbs. Engage in farm, yo, is what I'm trying to say. The movement is to let everybody know we meet here every Thursday between 12 and 1 to add our voice. It's an intellectual movement. It's a movement to say we should stop talking about we are hungry. I was on the social media one day. I saw someone, a man of God, saying, "Oh, there's hunger in the land." If there's hunger, let every church member engage in farming. Let every mosque member engage in farming. Let every traditionalist engage in farming. That is what the global cluster is saying. We are the investment. We are the one that will solve our problem. No one will solve our problem for us. Then every policy that the government has set in place, then we try to tap into it. Let us tap into it as a cluster, as a group of people that are ready. Engage in farming, no matter how little it is. That is my voice towards the A.R.E. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. The Global President, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. You are always a leader, and you are always your voice is the should we call you the lion of Africa, so that uh, people will know that the global clusters is the answer to every problem in the world, because as a consortium, as the global president has said, that A.R.E is not just an investment, it's a movement, it's an advocacy. It is a must for everybody to own a farm. Let me just ask this question so that people can give their submission. When Putin became the president of Russia, Putin made it compulsory that they need to pay attention to agriculture, and they went seriously into agriculture. Agriculture became uh, got a state of emergency, and declare a state of emergency on agriculture. And based on this, China is one of those countries that export agriculture products to the world, to Europe, before the war between them and Ukraine started. Now, one of the people in Russia asked Vladimir Putin, and asked him, "We have problem. You are talking about agriculture." He said there is hunger in the land, and they need to settle the matter of that hunger. They need to settle hunger issue. That was what Putin said. That because an empty stomach will build a lazy people. And he addressed food shortage, food security, and today they have been able to produce what they eat and sell the rest to the world. Please, I want you to make people to make submission towards this attitude of, the step that Putin, the president of Russia, took, and relate it to Nigeria. How do you think this will help us in Nigeria? I
Sorry,
saw
let me
somebody
quickly
that,
add my voice to that. Let me say
yes,
this. Even the Prime Minister of Israel were in a meeting one day with the former DG of Pilgrims, and he said, what Israel will eat in the next 15 years, they have it in the store.
wow, wow,
You see, these people, if you check the scripture, there was a time there was famine in the land of Israel, and they have to beg for food in Egypt and all of those things. Are you getting my point? But today, Israel is a very strong integer in agriculture in the world. They don't just farm what they will eat alone, they equally export on a very heavy level. So this is the reason. Look at it. For instance, Nigeria, we are high in producing yam, but we don't export. So we want the same value. And that is why we are advocating for A.R.E. When it used to be, let me use another field as a case study. At a point, there was elect, and there was mechanical separately. They were thriving on their own. But when robots came, then we now have mechatronics. You understand? And that was another game changer. So when you study mechatronics, you have an high advantage. A company that needed an when they see a mechatronics person and an elect person, they pick a mechatronics person because you have a combination. You can bring a huge value on the table. Or if they need a mechanical engineer and the mechanical engineer apply and a mechatronics apply, they will take a mechatronics person. Today, we have introduced something very new. Everybody needs to have an idea of it, and that is why we're doing this. We're currently coming up with a course that people can study. We're coming up with like a lesson note, a course outline, and everything that we're even going to take to the federal government. We're going to take it to so many educational boards to make sure that it is being adopted. Is equally an integral part of the certificate revolution, you know, school. We are creating a technical school called Certificate Revolution Institute. You understand? Already someone has given about 3 hectares of land in Abuja for it. A forward-thinking Nigeria has done that already, and we are currently writing the framework and everything that, you know. So why am I saying this? Why I'm saying this is that it is not just Russia that is looking into that. Even Turkey, where I live, you understand? Every city in Turkey have a farmland, including Istanbul. Including Istanbul, that is like the Lagos of this thing. They have a farmland. They take farming as a priority. So now we shouldn't try to blame anybody in power. You see this. Every one of us, we can do farm and we can do it easily. And you don't need to be a farmer, just like the O01 has said, to join this movement. You can invest in a farmland, and you can we can get people to 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 farm for you, and you can share the proceed. At the end of the day, it will be a
Can we
land
still?
banking for you. So that is my submission. Let's have others contribute, please. Hello. Let's have others give their submission. Thank you. Dr. Shema Kinde, let's have others give their
Okay, if
submission
you
too.
have your submission, please indicate in the chat box. We can easily call you up
No, they all need to
to
add
make your.
their voice.
Yeah, I'm inviting
Everybody,
others. I'm
let's call them
telling
one
them
by
to.
one. Hello, everyone in the community right now need to give their own submission.
I can see Mr.
Oh yeah,
Nasir.
Phillips, what's your take?
Mr. Nasir, please let people lend their voice. Let them give their submission.
What's in an me? What's your take?
Let them give their
What's your
submission.
take? Let people. Oh yes,
Please give
please
your
unmute
submission.
yourself
We are
and
waiting
add your
for
voice
you.
to the call. It's a movement. Add your call. What do you think about what we are saying? Go ahead, please. Oh yeah, Philip.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Go ahead. Add your voice. Then once Oye Philip finish, let's have after Oye Philip, let's have Omawumi. Then let's have Rashmira. Go ahead, Oye, please. What's your take on
Okay.
this?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a privilege to be part of this wonderful movement. So it's a welcome development in the society. Just like everything that you have been said, all that has been said today, agriculture is not something that should be underestimated in a society or in a country like ours, where hungry is a major challenge to everybody. So I believe this movement is a very good one that everybody really needs to partake in. And just like you said, sir, that is something that everybody should embrace. Like everybody should be a farmer or you invest in farming. It's either you are a farmer or you invest in farming. And that is why this initiative of Global Cluster is a welcome platform for everyone to join and to participate in, because with Global Cluster, you don't need to have experience in agriculture or in farming. Just invest your money and they will help you to do the needful, all that you need to do for you to earn, so that your money will not be in waste, rather than investing in some scheme that you are not sure of tangible return, or you might even lost the whole investment. But with project ARE, you have guarantee of return of investment. Is it that through the farming or through the land process? So whichever way, you are on a win-win side. So really learned a lot, and I believe I will share the good news to others to join, for more people to participate, to take advantage of this, because this is the best time that anyone should come in and be part of it, not when it is now hot cake, it is now demand, it's now what everybody is now rushing. By that time, you might not be able to afford or take maximum advantage of it. So I'm really impressed, and I love the program. It's a very good one. That's my summit for now, sir. Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can anyone hear me? I think the network is. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but I don't know. Maybe if the next person can speak now.
All right, I can hear you. I can hear you. Let's have thank you for that wonderful submission. We need
Thank
everyone to add their voice to the ARE. Let's have Rashmira. Cluster Rashmira, please, what's your take on today's ARE concept of the global clusters? Over to you, ma.
All right, sir. Good afternoon, over there. Good afternoon, Ambassador. Good afternoon,
Excellent
Dr.
afternoon,
Seyi
sis. Yep.
Makinde. Yeah, I will say that the A.R.E concept has actually broadened my knowledge when it comes to agriculture, and it has actually helped me to have more idea on the benefits of agriculture to our present situation in Nigeria, and as an individual, your investment. And I believe agriculture at this time should be what we should um, encourage our people around us to invest on, so that there will be enough for the people. And also, I'm more interested in the exporting part of the process. I'm looking forward to actually go into such business. I'm so glad to be part of this investment, and I'm hoping the future will be
Can we hear
great.
me?
Hello.
Continue, ma. Continue, ma.
So,
Continue.
so I'm hoping with this concept, the future will be brighter for us all individually and as a whole in this country. That's the information. Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much, Professor Rashmira, for that great submission. Of course, we want to tap into the mantra Operation Double Your Exports, where the federal government have put there, and the non-oil export mantra. So I T said, thank you, Dr. Sheyi. I appreciate your wealth of knowledge as usual. Today has been eye-opening. As someone who is completely new to farming, I was a little concerned about the day-to-day running of a farm. But today, today's section has answered a lot of my questions and put my mind at rest. I am definitely more confident with the idea of ah, it's like potentially being farmer T. Thank you also for the opportunity to make a submission. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. That is the submission of Clostridium T, all the way from the United States of America. So let's have others give their submission as let's have others who have not given their submission to do that. Who is on the call today? Let's have Omowumi, Rahim Omowumi. Please, what's your
Yes,
take
sir.
on today's A.R.E concept? Oh yeah, go ahead, please. Add your
Good
voice.
afternoon.
What do you think? Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, President, and good afternoon, Dr. Seyi. Well, my take on it, it has been a wonderful initiative. I so much appreciate this, and I bless God for our president and also Dr. Seyi Makinde, that initiated this. It's a wonderful one. In fact, I can't wait to bring in more people. But some are just like they want to know when it will be starting. Particularly, they want to see what I've achieved, what I've gotten, and blah blah blah. All the likes, but I always tell them that Rome was not built in a day. It's a
Yes,
gradual process. Yes, and a tree. They say a tree cannot form a mighty ocean, or how will I put it? So it is when we come together, like Doctor said, when we come together, when everybody is involved, that's when everything will work out together. It's not just by one man standing doing everything. No, it is when we support each other, when we agree, when we are having one voice in everything that we do. That's when we will achieve our aim. That's when we will get to where we are going. Like you also said that maybe when we that have gotten land, maybe we should buy more. Well, by the special grace of God, I'm still trying to like get more. God helping me by His grace. God helping me now. Also in the export part, I would love to be involved too. I pray that God will help me every channel that I'm looking on to make this happen. I know He will surely give it to me. And the Lord will help us. We all succeed together in this because it's a good movement. I support it, sir.
amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you for your contribution. It's a good movement. Again, anything you want to build, you don't build in a rush. You build one step
Yes,
after the other. And people must understand this. When we all put our ends there, we're not going to, the problem we are faced with is not going to be an automated thing. It happens gradually and it's going to go out gradually. And we
yes,
all have to be intentional about it. Everybody, the idea of the global cluster is that everybody coming together, submitting your knowledge, information, and connection, and we re-involve like that. You have to be ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So all of this is what we engage in the global clusters. Nasir is trying to come in, but Nasir network is somehow, and I think he's televising from either Kano or Abuja. So I want to thank everyone. I want to thank our moderator today, the 001 A.R.E concept of the global clusters, for always creating time to educate the people. What you can do is to see, go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, go to TikTok, go to X, and share the link for people to follow. A review will be made. This video will be there for life. So you can rewatch again and learn again on all of our platform. You can actually learn again. So the meeting is supposed to end exactly 1 o'clock, and this is 1:02. And we want to appreciate everyone. If you could not make submission now, you can drop your submission at the comment section on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, on TikTok. You can actually drop your own submission, just like Cluster T, all the way from United States, has dropped our own submission. So, having said that, we want to draw the curtain here today, and by asking, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or upcoming professionals, technocrats or upcoming technocrats, entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because that is what gives us the right power. Accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where you ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom you are connected to determines what to collect. We are not just another social media platform like the one you already know: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and with a marketplace just like Amazon and the Facebook marketplace, um with an instant monetization. Is the first of its kind to have instant monetization. If you register into the global cluster today, you have the opportunity to start making earnings immediately today. And we are the first nation building social media platform on earth, and it's proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa. It is the mining hub to mine and produce accurate and quality leaders, accurate and quality professionals, accurate and quality technocrats, and accurate and quality entrepreneurs. So to join us, you can go to the Play Store and download the Global Cluster app and register. Or you go to your iPhone on your Safari, you type www.theglobalclusters.org. It's spelled TheGlobalClusters.org. And a one-time lifetime registration fee is applicable. You can do a Constellium combo package, which we encourage for everyone, of 61K as a clusterian, and you enjoy a London Tea Career Institute training alongside with it. Or you do a vendor package of 81,000, you enjoy that, and an opportunity for clusterian to help you share your product and services. We pay them every day. So you're free to to express yourself in the global clusters. It's a digital developed world for all of you to have access to people that naturally you might not have access to. They are all coming on board. I have a great news to announce to us that we're going to be having our family meeting. You understand? We are resuming back to our family meeting, and it's going to be once in a month. Every ending of every month, we'll be having the Global Clusters family meeting so as to discuss progress, and it's going to be happening on the Google Meet. It's on the platform, it's shared on your timeline. It will be shared on your timeline in the latest gist, on the Global Cluster app. So it will only be shared on Spark Up app group. Either they've created a Spark Up, if a clusterian has created a Spark Up group, either on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on X, on anywhere, it will be shared to just the people in the Spark Up group or the Global Cluster WhatsApp group, or those in the app, because it's a family meeting. This meeting is for both Clusterian and non-Clusterian. You might not be a Clusterian, but we want you to join the movement. It's a free way of giving back to society, and we do 10 of its kind. Today, 5 p.m. again, we're going to have Accurate Connection Revolution. And we'll be introducing the 002 of Accurate Connection Revolution in the person of Clusterian Amanda. You will meet her, a wonderful person, Nigerian, forward thinker. She loves to give joy, and she's ready to join the bandwagon of the global cluster. So, having said that, I want to appreciate everyone for coming by. Make sure you tell someone to go and listen to this training again. Make sure you tell them to go into the Global Cluster YouTube page and educate themselves and join the bandwagon and submit, put their own submission. Again, on a final note, I want to say we're going to be having our tour in November, November the 10th to the 17th, the first Global Clusters Business Summit. The Asian and European, business people are ready for us. They are all coming to Turkey. The Chamber of Commerce of Istanbul and some other states in the Republic of Turkey. Where do you will go to the factories and get things? You will do business collaboration, freely. You know, don't miss the Global Cluster First International Business Summit in the Republic of Turkey, coming up November 10th and 17th. For all November and December born, we have a day for you to celebrate you. I'm equally a November born. You understand? My date is 25, and we're going to be celebrating together on the 14th of November. We're going to be celebrating together. We're going to dance together. So if you want to attend my birthday party, it's going to be in the Republic of Turkey. So let us all, connect with the admins and let's get started. You understand? My PA is here. See, you can reach out to her. She's Our ID is Sky Diva. She will get you started. Dr. Seyi Makinde is there. They can all get you started. Rashmira is there. Oye is there. They can get you started into the talk. So thank you very much. Let's meet by 5 p.m. on Accurate Connection Revolution. Then after that, we meet by 8 p.m. at the Global Cluster Family Meeting. So bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye.